بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum and good noon everyone. I hope that you all are doing well at your home. Today we have 8 online class and we are continuing the same unit, which is health. Unit number 4. First of all, what you have to do, you have to open your book and you have to open page number 70, unit number 4, health, and lesson the medicine man's visit. Page number 72, 73, we will continue our reading or studies today. Second thing is that hold a pencil or highlighter if you have, so that you could highlight the words which I have already written on the board to understand the meanings. Fine. So, as we have studied about a bone setter who was skilled and he had expertise in his work that he used to. I'm talking about Majdi Habib in the last lesson, visit to the bone setter we have studied. So, because both lessons are having connectivity, they are relevant to each other and they are about the treatment which was done in old time period. So here the same we will know, or we will learn about a person who is called a medicine man, but he was not that expert or skilled to treat the people. But especially when we talk about the people who are poor and who are from the non-privileged areas, they are not having they do not have approach to see the doctors or to visit the doctor. So what do they do? Everyone needs treatment when they are suffering from fever, when they are suffering from illness, sickness. So what do? That they wait for the people or specific people who come to visit the area, and they treat the patient. They treat the person who is suffering from any illness. So here the same. The story. This is an extract from this is an extract from a novel, and the novel name is The Village by the Sea, and it is a prose fiction. Fiction means imagination. Prose means in a text form. Fine. This is, we may say this is realistic fiction. You are not including any superficial character in it. This is based on reality, but this is a fiction. Fine. So let me read the background of the lesson for you. Shusha Guppy received expert treatment from the bone setter who used traditional methods to mend her damaged bone. Not everyone is so lucky. Many poor people cannot afford to visit a doctor, and they have to rely on medicine men whose remedies may or may not. Here it is authentically said that they can be treated well, they can be okay, or they cannot be. It is help them. This was the situation for Leela, a young girl from a poor family in an Indian village, desperate, hopeless to get help for her very sick mother. In this extract, means this is a piece of prose from the novel. In this extract from Anita Desai's novel, The Village by the Sea, Leela sits waiting for the medicine man with her younger sister Bella and Kamal. Bella and Kamal. Leela, Bella and Kamal, the three were the sisters. So the story starts that Leela's mother was suffering from fever. So suffering from fever, and there were no doctor and the person who could treat her mother. So she was worried that how her mother could be treated well. So she heard that in the village there was a throbbing sound. Throbbing sound means the sound which was vibrating, which vibrates when someone beats on something. So there was a man. There was a man who was coming into the village, and the drum was being throbbed. Drum was being beaten. It was creating sound that people could get alert that someone is coming, and people know that there was a medicine man who was coming to the village, so that if the people are needed, so they could call him to treat their any family member. After that, he was wearing he had a that he was dressed in necklaces of beads and embroidered clothes. He was sharp looking man. The features of the man were so sharp, and he kept all kinds of powders and pills. Powders like what should the powder from the medicine who was in powder form, or the pills. Pills means the medicine. In packets tied in packets tied into the folds of his white dhoti. He was dressed. Appearance was being described that he was sharp-looking man. His looks, features of the face were sharp, and he was wearing dhoti. In his pink turban means the cap. He was the cap. I would say that I would say the cap, but the cap which is a kind of cap which is wrapped into the which is wrapped into the which is wrapped around the medicine man's head. A long fabric which is used to wrap around the head, it is called turban. Fine. On page number 71, you may see the picture of that man. So that man, the medicine man, he used to treat the villagers for their boils. Boils. What does boil means? Boils are a kind of pimples generating pus. Fine. So, and except boil, any kind of fever and aches and pains in your body. So he used to treat with these symptoms and problems. After that, he was called a magician man. Magician man means who had a packet of medicine in a powder form, and he used to give, or he said if it is available, if any specific wood he needed, so he used to say the family members to arrange. Then he used to prepare the medicine in a powder form at the moment and give to the people. It is at his own convenience. Means that thing was when he was reaching into the village, there was an airy blast. Airy blast means the sound was becoming airy. Airy means strange unfamiliar kind of sound was raising when they were beating the drum. Leela came because she was conscious about her mother's illness. She reached to the medicine man and said that, please come at my home. My mother is suffering from fever. He said that, okay, I'll come, but first let me give the fresh water to my cow. Let me feed it, then I'll come to you. And he asked further that, what happened to your mother? Leela said that my mother is suffering from fever. And then Leela was wailing at that time. Means she was worried, so she started crying while telling that my mother is suffering from an illness, and it is a fever which is not leaving my mother. He said that, slowly, daughter, means calm down. What's hurry? Let me finish my work, then I'll come to see your mother. So he was wrapping his work. First, he went to the cow and he fed it. He made it drink water, and after that, he demanded Leela attention. And why he demanded attention? That He said Leela had to give him a cup of tea. After that, after having a cup of tea, he sipped the tea, sitting down under the frangipani. Frangipani is a tree. Okay, frangipani is a tree and which produce the fragrant flowers. On page number 73, you may have. It is having a tunnel-like flower. This one. Okay. Fine. So he was sitting under the tree, he was enjoying having sips of tea, and then he finished with tea. He said that, okay, now let me tell you that what happened to your mother, that your mother is growing weaker and weaker day by day because of that fever. She was refusing. Leela further told that her mother was refusing to eat and was unable to get up at all because of weakness. She was growing weaker and weaker because of not having any meal, and because she refused because of suffering from fevers, she refused to eat. So that was the cause that she was losing her potential and she was unable to sit. And now she is with hot fever. Leela was crying. Leela was wailing that time. Leela wailed. Suddenly, wail means Leela started crying with a loud noise because she was telling to the medicine man that do something for her mother so that she could be recovered as soon as possible. The medicine man looked at her with his sharp, bright eyes. He got up quickly and stared, being very busy. And then he said them that I want a particular kind of wood and the sticks because he has to keep on the floor. And what would he do? That he would burn on he will be putting the words that particular kind of wood putting on the fire, then that wood will be turned into a powder, will be turned into ashes, and ashes will become powder. Then he would treat her mother with that medicine which he was supposed to make at that moment. So he did the same, and after when the ash got cold, got cooled, so he took that ash which was in the powder form. He took on his palm. Then what he did, that he poked means he slightly jabbed means he slightly hit wouldn't be a formal word here. He poked like me with his fingers, his four fingers. These are called four fingers, and with his thumb, he poked the ash, and he made balls of medicine, small balls of medicine, and then he tied the balls into a packet, and to tie the packet, what did he use? He uh, he uh, he took one or two threads from his turban, and he tied the packet, and he said to Leela and instructed Leela that after I leave this place, kindly wash out, sweep up the whole place, and now I'm giving you these packets. So the first packet, what you have to do, that you have to keep under your mother's pillow, so that the demon of the fever, like your fever was, because they were not educated people, so it was a village, so they have their own belief that fever could be a kind of demon. So he said that keep this packet under your mother's pillow, so she could remain safe from the fever demon. Then one more packet he gave to Leela, and he said to Leela that this you three have to keep under your pillow so that you could be saved from fever demon. He went to the Leela's mother and said, sister, open your mouth. He said that, sister, open your mouth, and he dropped that medicine into Leela's mother mouth and said that, sister, don't worry, you will be all right within some days, and this demon fever will leave you sooner. So, and further he says that holy ash will purify you within. Will purify you within means like according to the medicine, he recited a few prayers. So that medicine became holy, divine. Fine, it was like it was prepared with the herb and recited a prayer, so it became holy, and it will purify and will make Leela's mother healthy, but inside, externally and internally, possibly internally, because she was first suffering from fever. After that after that he said that he was standing over there and staring at the girls, as that and girls were amazed as well, that how could we believe that uh, whatever he has suggested, and the remedy or the remedy and the medicine he had given us will be working, and our mother will be all right or will become healthier again. But they had no other option instead of believing in his word. So he was staring at them, and he was looking fierce. He was looking fierce. Here the word is dazed. Dazed means amazed. All right. It is a verb and adjective as well. So, and he said that what means the three were standing over there, and he said that would you three would keep giving me the stares only, or would give me something? I have not done this work for free of cost. I need something in exchange of treating your mother. So three were amazed at that time, amazed because they three were young and they had nothing to give to him. But he was asking because he said that he had not given this treatment free of cost to Leela's mother. So Leela went to the room and she came back with a ring. And that ring, when she came back, her two sisters did not know what she actually had brought. But when she offered the medicine man what was inside in Leela's hand, in Leela's fist, so they were shocked that how Leela could give that precious and valuable ring of their mother, when she used to wear when their mother was healthy and she was okay that time. But they had no other option except giving that precious ring to the medicine man, because they had no money. They were already poor, and only that was the thing she could give to medicine man. She gave to. She handed that valuable ring of her mother to the medicine man, and medicine man said that, okay, I'm leaving now, and I hope that your mother would be all right. Leela and other sisters were standing and having that packet of medicine in their hands, and they were staring at that. Leela was especially, she was in shock, and she was saying that we are hopeless this time, and I really don't know. I really don't know, and I cannot believe that whether this medicine will be working out or not. But we have no other way except trusting on medicine man. So we have to believe in medicine man's word, as he was said that he was a magician who treated the people very well, but he was not expert. and they had no other doctor in the area or in the village. It was out of their range, or it was out of their approach. So finally they trusted, and she said that, okay, come on inside the home and keep this packet of ashes inside the plow, and overall that extract finishes the story, or the even that finishes over there. So this story highlights the importance of the doctors in the old area, when people were amazed, and they were in confusion, and they were confused that what to do when their beloveds are suffering from any illness, or any illness, or any problem, any kind of fever, boils, or it can be pains. So they had no other way except believing and calling medicine man to treat with such kind of sickness. All right, I hope that you have understood this very well. And the second thing is that, come on page number come on page number 71. Come on page number 71. On page number 71, you have word meaning. Except word pool, you have to search for the words which are difficult or unfamiliar to you. You have to add as well. Fine. Then on page number 74, you have two sections: looking closely and comprehension. So selected questions which are present in the homework assignment, you have to attempt that. And from comprehension, you have to attempt the same which are selected, or which are given to you. All right. So I'm just giving you a few minutes so that you could be wrapping up your literature stuff and get ready for English language. Today we are going to I'll describe you that how you will write a letter from the same lesson, or on the same page 74. So you will need your textbooks, so don't close them. Page number 74, and I'm writing the format of the letter on the board till you can get ready. Okay, now I'm giving you the format of writing a letter. You know very well, because you have done in your class, in your previous class, but anyhow I'm writing and will define you the content points which are given in the book. Okay, first what you have to do, that address. After writing address, you have to give one line and then write date. It will become heading. Okay, the both points are called heading. Then after giving one space of one line, you would be writing salutation. Okay, as you all know that if we are writing a formal letter like official letter, so oh, dear sir, respected sir, we may write fine. And if you are writing a social letter, unofficial letter, so it will be called like dearest mother, dear aunt. And after writing salutation, you will skip one line. Then skipping one line, you have to prepare body of the letter. Body of the letter. In body of the letter, what you have to do, that you have to prepare paragraphs. If the content points are 3, you would be writing 3 paragraphs. If the content points are 4, you would be developing 4 paragraphs. Okay, it is according to the content points. According to content points. After body of the letter, you would be skipping one line, and then you would have closing sentence. Ending sentence or closing sentence. After closing sentence, you will skip one line and then write signature. Here you are not meant to write 2 signs. You are not supposed to drop your sign. Now you have to write your name. Okay, like I would write Maha Khan, Seban Shakir, but there are further names. Fine. Okay, now come on page number 74. Page number 74. Page number 74. All right. I'm reading for you. Imagine that you are Leela. Now you have to write from the point of view of Leela, whose character we have already studied in this extract. Fine. Your aunt knows that your mother is ill and is anxious to know how she is. Now the aunt is anxious to know that how her sister is. So you are writing, you are niece and you are writing to your aunt. You are writing letter to your aunt in which you have to tell that how your mother is. Write a letter to your aunt and tell her about the visit of the medicine man. So we have got the main character about whom you have to tell, that medicine man. Then content points. Content points are here. You will write the address, any assuming address you have to write. Then skipping one line, you have to write date. After that, you have to skip one line. It is necessary. When you are supposed to write a letter, it is necessary that your letter should be vivid and comprehensive and attractive as well. As we are, this is a social letter, all right, unofficial letter we are writing. Salutation, like to your aunt, any salutation you want to give, you will write as I told you that dear aunt, okay, my sweet aunt, it is up to you. Then after skipping one line, body of the letter, there are 3 content points. So you would be developing, you have to develop 3 content points. They should be well written, they should be detailed. Okay, whatever is being asked in the content points, you have to describe. Describe the situation at home and your mother's illness. Second content point, describe the visit from the medicine man and include your feelings about how he behaved. It means you are writing your letter in past. The content points you would be writing, you will use past tense. Tell your aunt whether or not, means may or may not. You have confidence in his treatment. Whether you have confidence that he has given correct medicine or he hasn't given. So you have to write in the last paragraph. Then ending and ending or closing sentence in which you will be writing, you will be giving any like you will be sharing your heartiest feelings with your aunt. Okay, and then you will write your name here, which is called signature. You're not supposed to drop your sign here. Fine. This is the work you have to do, and you have been given some words. You may use these words to help you. Words are given. If you want to use these adjectives and words in your letter, it would be good, because these words are important and having means standard vocabulary has been given you to use in your letter. All right. Homework is cleared, lecture is fine. I hope that you would be writing your answers properly, without any problem. Okay, I will meet you in the 9th class again. Until then, take care of yourself, do your work neat and clean. Allah Hafiz.